After reading A Separate Piece, you come away with the tale of two boys during a time of war, written by John Knowles, but that's not all you're supposed to see. A Separate Piece displays more than the effects of war. Rather, it shows how the strength of friendships influences our progression into adulthood. From the book, we come to find that we cope with fear through the interactions within our friendships. One example is when Finney confronts Jean about what happened the night of his accident. He had avoided the topic since that night because of his fear that Jean had done it on purpose when it had actually only been done on impulse. At another point, Leper calls on Jean in his time of need due to the paranoia from coming back from the war. Leper addresses his letter solely to Jean, which establishes a stronger connection in their friendship. Another theme we find is that if not given enough time to mature, a person will retreat back to their youth. During the school's summer session, the boys weren't being completely monitored and the rules were enforced to a lesser extent. Jean wasn't ready for the responsibility of handling his own actions, which led to him pushing Finney out of the tree. Originally, after Finney's accident, he took on the childish thought that the war was no longer real due to his inability to participate in it. Once he was given more time to reflect on his reality and speak to someone who was actually in the war, he gains the correct perspective of the war being real. These two themes come together to show that our level of commitment to friendship determines the ease of our transition from youth to adulthood. Coming to the end of the novel, Finney and Jean resolve the tension between them over Finney's accident, which gives Jean the power to go on with his life after the death of his best friend. His bond with Finney was so strong that Finney took the hatred from Jean's life away when he died. This not only allowed him to move on into his life, but also prepare him to take on greater challenges, especially entering the war. A Separate Piece shows the importance of friendship in a time of fear and the need to have enough time to mature before we have to leave our carefree days. When we work hard to be connected to people, we are readying ourselves for our future. The end.